that ball.
Rambo Radio with your host, Genty.
Fuck, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, fucking Jen is a warlord.
I'm fucking coming for you.
Now I feel poo coming out of my bum. So it's a lot right now. Yeah, it's a lot.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rambo Radio. I am your host, Gen T, Twitter and Instagram at GenT523. I see my plug is hanging out of the wall. I'm going to plug it in before we lose power. Yeah. Woo! We dodged a bullet here. Man. Well, good news is nobody quit this week. The bad news is nothing has improved. Actually, it's gotten worse. Some good news again. We just hired a new guy, so I'll give him a month before he quits as well. But we're trying to be optimistic. And speaking of optimism, so a lot of people have been asking, I've kind of talked about it on here before, but for those of you who might be new listeners, I will just bring you up to speed here. So we've got this guy who, he's not a doctor. He's not a nutritionist. He's not a doctor. But he will look into your eyes and prick your finger and put your blood on a slide and look at your blood cells. And then assess what vitamins you may need. Now, for those of you who are actually medically trained, you're trying to figure out, well, how does this gentleman assess what vitamins you need if he just looks at your blood on a lab? If he just looks at your eyes? This is known as quackery. I'm just trying to be honest, folks. This looks and sounds like bullshit because it is. Now, God bless this man because he has helped a few people. So have I. I don't look into your eyes. I don't take any of your blood. I just assess what symptoms you might be having, and we're just taking an educated guess as to what's going on. We don't actually know unless you actually go to a doctor and get real lab work, real analysis from a real doctor. And so I've kind of reached a breaking point with this guy because I've brought up again on here how he doesn't really treat Hispanic people well. For some reason, he's just one of these Caucasian men who loves to keep America first, and God bless you. But, America was built on the backs of immigrants, and we all need to be kind to each other. It's a team effort. Treating someone like dog shit who's actually paying $80 to see you for 30 minutes, and you're just giving them an educated guess by looking into their eyes, or pricking their finger. You should be a little bit more kind to my Hispanic fam. So, yesterday, this individual was in the store, and in true fashion, he had an attitude, which he always does. It's kind of crazy. You're not paying your taxes. You are making you're making $160 an hour to see people. I don't even want to say the word patients because you're not a doctor. Clients, there we go. You're making $160 an hour, but all you do is complain. And it's just completely ungrateful. And so one of our newer employees was like, oh, you're the iridologist, which is complete horseshit. But that is what it is called that he is performing. It is iridology. And she goes, oh, you're the iridologist. Do you see staff? And he goes, oh, you got to get on my waiting list. You got to get on my waiting list. He just starts immediately being rude to her because she is, of course, Hispanic. Shocker. And he says, you pay the money and then, I'll give it back to you. Staff is free, but you got to get on the waiting list. And then he just doesn't even look at her. He's just yelling at her while he's busy shopping around, grabbing his things. And she comes up to me and goes, is he always like this? And I go, mm-hmm. Man, for a guy who's helped a lot of people get better, holy shit, you are an arsehole. Complete jackass. So after he gets done yelling at her, he comes up to me and goes, another week until Christmas. Are you excited or what? And I was like, yup, I sure am. And he's like, I know, just get it over with already. And I was like, you fucking piece of shit. God, dog, listen. Hey, do me a solid. You want to trade places with me? I make $17 an hour. Okay, and I do the same thing you do, except I don't look in anybody's eyes. I don't prick anybody's finger. I don't treat them like dog shit unless they treat me like dog shit. I help people. And for the most part, when they're nice, I enjoy helping people. And I make $17 an hour. You make $160 an hour, and you treat everyone like dog shit. Hey, man, we can totally switch places if you'd like. Just saying. You drive an Audi. You park in handicap. You live in fucking San Diego. You pull up. Life is pretty fucking sweet, okay? I'm pretty sure if you got an Audi, life's pretty fucking sweet. You make $160 an hour. I'm sure life's pretty fucking sweet. No, this guy's a complete miserable prick. Oh. I was like, oh, God, you ungrateful bastard. So, anyhow, I was just like, yeah, Merry Christmas, pal. Like, what the fuck? And then, so he sees his first appointment, and his first appointment sits down, and of course, he plops himself in the chair, because he's fucking miserable. And his first appointment goes, oh, we've heard a lot of good things about you. And the lady and the husband were like, yeah, we're excited to get this appointment on with because, my husband's really sick. And he goes, all right, well, let's get on with it. And then the lady's like, wow, okay. And I was like, here we fucking go. And she goes, yeah, so she starts explaining her symptoms. And then he's like, yeah, sure. And then he goes, so you're here to see me, right? And then he's like, so I'm going to do the talking now. And then she was just like, okay. I don't think you need to be this rude. You do realize that you're bringing an attitude to this appointment. Like, I've given you nothing but compliments since we sat down. And since you sat down, you've been super rude. And he's like, oh, well, if I'm rude, then you can go back to the doctor. Yeah, go on ahead and let me know how that goes. I can see how well that's going at the doctor's office because your husband's so sick. Look at him. He's sick. That's why you're here to see me. I'm here to help you. So let me do my job. And she goes, well, I'd let you do your job, but you're actually being so rude to me. I actually don't want to do this appointment anymore. So I'm just going to leave. Thank you. And then she's like, come on, let's go. And he goes, yeah, why don't you leave? You're better off. I don't want to help you anyways. And they weren't even Mexican. He was being rude to his people, white people. He was being rude to his fellow brethren. He was just like in a mood. And they're like, why are you so hateful? And he's like, why are you wasting my time? Get out. And I was like, wow, this guy is a jackass. So, then they were like, well, you know what? If you're going to be rude, then, we're going to leave and we'll pray for you. Have a nice life. And he goes, my life's better than yours. You guys are assholes. Get out. I'm like, sure, off. What a fucking prick. An absolute fucking tard. I don't know where you get off. People are paying you $80 for 30 fucking minutes. You're booked all day. And you're complaining. You hate people. You've got this amazing life. You're a rich bastard. And you're still a fucking miserable prick. I'm just like, man, if I made the money he's making, oh my God. He only works till 3 o'clock. 10 to 3. Okay? He only works till 3 o'clock. And he takes a lunch. And he still complains. I'm like, bitch, if you don't want to do the job, let me do it. I'll charge people half that price and still be happy probably. So I'm like, man, that just makes me so sad. So I was just like, I really want to report this guy because he doesn't pay a rent to my work. And he also doesn't pay taxes. So anyone who has any lovely ideas, let me know. I would be so glad. If Uncle Sam is listening, please contact me, reach out. I would love nothing more to report this arsehole, for not paying his taxes and being an absolute ungrateful prick. Well, how about if I report you, cause I'm not a rato, but this guy, it's been 20 years of this shit. This guy, I think it's time. People don't pay attention until you hurt them where their wallet's at. And I think it's time that we take this guy down. I need your help, Ramboper Radio Nation. I need your help. We got to take this guy down, okay? Any thoughts, ideas, suggestions, hit me up on the DMs, text, email, whatever the fuck. Get at me. Let me know I can bring this bastard to his bloody knees because he needs a healthy dose of reality. And I don't think it's right that you get to treat people the way you're treating people. And they're paying $80 for 30 minutes. And then you're going to recommend like $200 worth of supplements for them to buy. I think it's a little bullshit. And I think it's time somebody did something about it. It's time for Customers of the Week. So I had to help this guy who he needed to pass a drug test in 3 days. But it's not just any drug test. Like, he needed to not have nicotine show up in his drug test. So I was like, how can I help you? Yeah, so I'm a healthy guy. I gotta take this drug test for my work. Just life insurance policy or whatever. But I'm gonna get popped for nicotine. I don't smoke anymore. I quit, but I chew nicotine gum. So obviously it's gonna be in my bloodstream. So I need some vitamins. I need you to tell me what vitamins I can buy so I can get nicotine out of my bloodstream in approximately 72 hours. And I was like, you fucking Momo. What the hell? This is a health food store. This ain't a doctor's office. This ain't a fucking miracle, man. We're just guessing. And I'm pretty sure nothing in here shows how to detox from nicotine, okay, man? You need to stop chewing that fucking gum for starters, okay? You need to get just completely quit cold turkey. I get it. It's a thing. It's a habit. You got to figure out some fucking way. I don't know. But you got 3 days, bitch. So he's like, yeah, so, what about some detox? You got some stuff to detox? And I was like, yeah, but we're talking like, this is, extensive. It's not gonna remove nicotine. It's just, a couple of toxins here and there. But, these kits, they start at 3 days and they go up to 30 days. So he's like, oh, well, give me the 33-day one. And I said, well, if you buy the 3-day one, it's not going to give you the same amount of cleansing you would get in 30 days. So you're welcome to try this. There's no guarantee. It doesn't say anything about nicotine. It's just, going to try and cleanse your body from toxins and not specifically related to nicotine. So it's worth a shot. Oh, I don't know about that. Now, I understand what you're saying now. I don't waste my money, if you don't think that's going to work for that. And I was like, well, you're welcome to buy it, but it doesn't say anything about nicotine on there. So, You can give it a shot. I walk away, and then 10 minutes later, he comes up to me. He's like, what about these? I just Googled on my phone. What about these? And I was like, and he showed me his basket. He had a fucking half-gallon of beet juice, a half-gallon of celery juice, and a half-gallon of fucking, what else did he have? It was like fucking, like carrot juice. And he's like, what about if I drink these drinks for the next 3 days and don't eat any food? And just drink these 3 drinks for the next 3 days. I'm gonna pass my nicotine test. And I was like, I was like, yeah, sure. He's like, yeah, you think this will work? I Googled it. It says, beets are good for detoxifying. It says, celery juice is good for circulation. So I just, I think I'm going to like circulate all the toxins out, and I'm drinking the beets, and then, it'll just like push everything out. And then, the carrot juice, carrots are just good for everything. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, oh my fucking God. I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. I wanted to laugh so bad, but he's like staring at me, and he's holding these like fucking jugs of juice in front of me. I'm just like, yeah. Go for it, bro. He's like, yeah, this will be like, one of those like cleanses Jesus did in the desert or whatever, no food, no water, 40 days and 40 nights. And I was like, whoa, bitch, wait. You're mixing up all the stories, man. Moses was in the desert, okay, but I'm pretty sure he went without food. He had water. But again, this is the Bible, so some of us are sure it's real. Some of us say it's not. So I'm not 100% sure you want to go by something that may or may not be true. He's like, yeah, like the Lord said, like, you're going to go on this fast, like no water, no food. I'm just gonna, try this juice. I got 3 days. I'm pretty sure I can make 3 days. I'm not gonna do the full 40, like Jesus, but I'm gonna do 3 days. And I was like, okay. Have a nice day. And he's talking to me, trying to like justify his dumb decision here. And I was like, yeah, sounds good. Yeah, totally. And then he sees the cabinet, and I go, oh no, this is what happens to every man over the age of 50, okay? All y'all see the candy in the glass case, and you go fucking nuts, okay? So obviously we keep the dick pills, the natural Viagra, in the glass case, and he was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna give this juice cleanse a shot, praise the Lord. I was like, okay, and then he's like, whoa, what's this, the big O? And I was like, no. And I was like, well, it's it's pretty self-explanatory, sir. The big O. He's like, I think I'm gonna try one of those. And he's like, what's this next to it? Encore. Whoa. It says it lasts 48 hours. Wow, is this really true? Does it really work? And I said, well, I'm first of all, I'm not a dude, so I can't tell you if a boner pill works for me because I'm a lady. I'm a mannish lady, but I'm a lady still, so I don't know. He's like, let me get one big O and 2 of those Encores. And it's like, holy shit, aren't you supposed to be doing a fucking cleanse, bitch? Aren't you worried about some drug test right now? Some nicotine test? Priorities. And he's like, let me get some of those boner pills. Yeah, I think this is good. I'll just not eat food and do my juice cleanse, and then, these, the big O afterwards. And I was like, I don't want to know, man. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know, bitch. Keep that shit to yourself, Jack. Holy smokes. Some current events. The most devastating news. So, the world's greatest baseball player. He's going to go down as probably one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Shohei Ohtani. Japanese baseball player who played for the Angels and just got completely dogged out after his second Tommy John surgery. They just fucking threw Angels management, cleared out his locker, threw his shit in the fucking trash, bitch. The trash. How dare you guys? Okay, you guys are my baseball team, but I've got to say, how dare you guys disrespect the greatest baseball player of all time? He will be the greatest baseball player of all time. He can pitch, he can bat, he's breaking records, and you motherfuckers threw his shit in the trash. Y'all motherfuckers threw his shit in the trash. Okay, so now, this means war. And I don't blame my man Ohtani. I don't blame my man Ohtani for going to war with the Angels after that. Because you know what? He's like, you know what? You want to see some disrespect? I'm going to go sign a $700 million deal with Los Dodgers. Holy fucking shit. The highest paid player in the game right now, Jack. And the Dodgers can afford him because they're going to win. And they'll sell that in merch alone, okay? Even if they don't win another championship, they will sell that in jerseys alone, okay? And I just am completely, I don't understand it. This is like the Halos, the Angels. I see my share of broken halos. The fucking Angels will go down in history as being the most mismanaged team of all time. I don't know how to say this in any other way. I don't know how you say this in Japanese, because remember we went over this last week. Arigato! Gozaimasu! Antemadeo! Angels! Charlie Bronson! You suck, donkey dicks. God damn it, man. Fuck. The Angels are gonna fucking lose Mike Trout. I know his contract is up, like I want to say at the end of this upcoming season, if not the next season. We probably have like another 2 years with Mike Trout, and my man's is gonna bounce because they have royally fucked this man's career. Okay, he is also going to be one of the greatest baseball players of all time, and he needs players. He needs a team. He can't do this by himself. Okay, then the Angels bought Ohtani. And he turned out to be an amazing player also. Cool. Now we got Mike Trout and Ohtani. We still need fucking 12 other players, man. 12 good other players around. We need a supporting staff. The Angels cannot do that. Every time we get a fucking great player, they sell him for more money. And it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna head out. This once Mike Trout is gone, I think I'm gonna have to retire again from baseball because I took a long ass break because I just got pissed off. Okay, I took a long ass break once the Angels won the championship, and then they started just sucking again. I took a long ass break. I was like, yo, fuck y'all. This is some bullshit. Y'all can do better. Angels management are not baseball fans at all. At all. Sell that team immediately. Just cash the fuck out. Why are you torturing the fans? Why are you ruining the beloved game of baseball? Let somebody who wants and loves the sport, let them have the team. Or hell, some Angels fan needs to win the fucking lottery and buy the Angels, okay? Because this fucking Artie douchebag this Artie Momo who owns the Angels, he's fucking driving this team into the fucking ground. Into the ground. And they just keep getting worse and worse. Maybe Artie is managing my job because it's getting worse and worse also. Holy shit. I've never seen anything like it. The willingness to do the exact opposite to win. They're literally just a farm. Essentially, the Angels are just a farm. They find a good player, let him play good, and then they sell him the next season. Or the good people will leave because they want more money, and they get it because they're good. And Angels just don't want to pay. Sounds very familiar. We got good team members, and my work just doesn't want to pay, so people leave. Sounds familiar. God, dog. They will be going down in history as the worst managed team of all time. This is worse than the Raiders. I've never seen anything like it. They possess the willingness to do everything in their power to not win. They just sabotage the lineup. They get a good coach. They fuck him over. They get good players. They fuck them over. And you're fucking the fans over. And it sucks. It royally fucking sucks. It makes me not want to watch games. If I don't want to watch games, that means you're losing money in the long run. You might sign these TV deals, but they look at ratings. And if y'all can't get ratings, if y'all can't fill seats, that's less money out of your pocket. So I'm calling all Angels fans. Calling all Angels. I'm calling all Angels fans. Once Mike Trout is gone, boycott this fucking team. Piece of shit. Artie Momo, you fucked us. You fucked us. You fucked us. Just like management, when they fucking made the changes and took a good manager out of the team, and then another manager got a good job, and he fucking left. We lost three good managers. In a span of a year, we lost 3 good fucking managers. Transferred 2 of them to a bad store, and one of them got a better paying job. And then you sent us absolute fucking dog shit. You want us to lose, fam. You want us to lose. I'm convinced now. This all makes sense. I'm actually glad that I brought this up. Angels management is the same as the management I work for now. It's like, y'all don't want to pay people. You want us to lose. You want us to fail. You're just trying to figure out a way. How can we succeed with minimal effort? How can we succeed with minimal effort? And guess what? You don't succeed with minimal effort. You don't win. You don't stay in the game with a shit team, with a shit manager. If you got a shitty coach coaching people shitty things, you're gonna lose. It's a recipe to lose in order to succeed. Okay, I think I've been in the game long enough. I think I've been on enough teams to confidently say this. If you don't instill confidence, or at least show that your coaching team, your management, it has your players have faith in you, that you know what you're doing, or you've been there, or you're in the trenches. You're a general leading your troops to war. If your troops don't have confidence in you, they're not going to want to fight for you, man. They're going to head for the hills. They're going to retreat. If you've got a manager or a coach who doesn't believe in you, you're not going to stay on that team. You're going to want to be traded. That's what the fuck is going on. That's what's going on. There's a lack of faith in the management. There's a lack of faith in the team, and it just brings the whole fucking thing down. How can you be successful if you don't have good team morale? You don't have good teams. You don't have good leadership. It is a recipe for disaster. It is a recipe to fail. And that is exactly what's going on with the Angels, and that is exactly what's going on with my job. It is a recipe to fail. And 2024, holy shit, I'm saying this now with peace and love. All I want for Christmas is a new job. And once I get a new job, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm out of there. And I'm pretty sure the next place I'm going to is actually going to be professional with what they do. There's not going to be no monkey business. From what I've seen from this place, if they hire me, and I'm willing to apply at every location until they hire me. They pay good, they have benefits, and they possess the ability that if you are a good worker, they will boost you up the ladder. They want good workers because good workers make good leaders. And when you have good leaders, people want to work for good leaders. I feel like it's not just a feeling. People have told me this. People seek me out. They ask me questions. I try to stay and hide and stay in the back and mind my own business. But people ask me questions because they value my opinion. They value my leadership skills. It seems, what's the fucking word? Imposter syndrome, but fuck it. I'm too old for this shit and time is running out. I'm just saying, I believe myself to be a good leader for the things that I do without standing up on the table and saying I'm a good leader. I like to be a good leader from behind the scenes. I like to give people the tools they need to succeed on their own. And I feel like that's what a good leader should do. So, fingers crossed, my toes are crossed, my eyes are crossed, my labia majora is crossed, my butt cheeks is crossed, everything that could be possibly crossed, my hairs are crossed, my nose is crossed, everything, my arms, my knees, everything I could cross is crisscross Krav Maga. That I get a new job and get the hell out of this place because this place is just like the angels. They have the money, they have the resources, and they still don't want to succeed. Shake my fucking head. I remember I told you guys a couple weeks ago, the lady that was caught wanking it in public, she committed suicide. Sad. So sad. I mean, obviously don't jack it in public, but, don't be so ashamed. Like I said, you got to lean into it. Make shirts. Go on Depop and be like, hey, I'm the lady who jacked it in public. You got to turn that coal into a diamond. Just saying. But she's dead now. So anyhow, a revelation has come to light. And in the, investigation that she had killed herself, her neighbors have come forth to the police and said that they saw the boyfriend leaving the apartment and they heard a yelling. And now the boyfriend of the woman who was jacking it in public, he is now a suspect in her murder. Holy shit. My man's got jealous. She was jacking it in public and he killed her. No, I don't know the I don't know the specifics, but I just know I've got a sneaking suspicion. And the internet sleuths, hello. I'm gonna have to say the boyfriend did it. I guess the police are currently looking for the boyfriend's whereabouts because there was some of his fingerprints at the scene. So my girl is passed on to the other side. We might get some justice going on here. Now, my question is, would it be kind of janky if I made shirts saying, yo, the lady that died jacking it in public, let's... No! It's so fucking bad. Let's make t-shirts of the lady jacking in public so her memory lives on forever. Oh, Jesus God, that was bad. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Let's see what else I've got for you. Ooh. It was in the news that a woman was pregnant in her colon. Hashtag me too, twice a day, bitch. I make sure I have healthy colon babies twice a day so I don't get the old colon cancer. But apparently this lady had an ectopic pregnancy where the baby is born outside of the uterus or is growing outside of the uterus. And 9 times out of 10, the baby does not survive. But in this case, they were able to catch it in time and the baby has survived. So kudos to that lady for having a shit baby live. Holy smokes. I hope that every one of you that are listening to this show have at least 2 poo babies a day because it's healthy, okay? Whenever you eat, a poo baby should come out. Just saying. If you're like some of my customers who have poo babies once a week, dear God help you. Oh my God. Yeah, I only poop 3 times a month. Yeah, what the fuck? Bitch, you should be dead. That's not healthy. I'm pretty sure Journal of American Medicine says twice a day is healthy. So, let's see here. And speaking of poo babies, there is a new In-N-Out that has been built in Idaho. And guess what the wait time is? You know, all of us here in the sunny California or Texas or wherever there's an In-N-Out near you, Colorado, they're springing up, Arizona, they're popping up more and more these days. For the most part, if In-N-Out is not new to your town, then, you know, you probably have anywhere from 15 to 30 minute wait minimum, okay? Sometimes it's an hour. COVID, holy shit. It was long. The wait was long. The In-N-Out that just opened in Idaho, get this, an 8-hour wait. An 8-hour wait for a fucking hamburger and some fries. Bitch, call me in 3 months when the wait time is 30 minutes. Stop it. Holy fucking shit. 8 hours for In-N-Out? I mean, it's bomb.com, but not that good, okay? I'm just saying. 8 hours for a hamburger and fries. That bitch is cold now. That food is cold. I don't want it. That wait is so long that you probably gotta go to fucking Jersey Mike's, get you a whole fucking giant, eat that while you're waiting in the drive-thru, and then it's dinner time. And then you get your fucking burger and fries. Fuck that. But kudos to In-N-Out for building one in Idaho. You know, I was nervous, but I've been reassured by the mother. Darling, this is good for In-N-Out. More In-N-Out means more money, which means, you know, better quality. And I was like, I hope so, Mom. I don't like, you know, if there's too many In-N-Outs, that the quality's going to go down. That's what I feel is going to happen. That the quality's just going to go down. She said, nonsense, darling. You live an hour away from the In-N-Out headquarters in where the fuck is it where the fuck's that fucking town? Baldwin Park. Headquarters is in Baldwin Park. So I'm assuming that there's not that much of a drive from Baldwin Park to my shithole town, Shits Bernardino, that the food is still fresh. And they have refrigerators in the truck, and it's so delicious. And I politely to encourage you to go to an In-N-Out. And I am currently getting hungry because I am fasting. That once I am done with this podcast, I will be immediately speeding down to In-N-Out to get me a 4x4 protein style with animal style fries, bitch. But if you are in Idaho, please, I kindly encourage you to check it out. But don't go now. Wait like a month. I'm sure the line will be way shorter by then. And speaking of bullshit, I saw an article about how the man, I'm sure this is the pharmaceutical companies pushing this bullshit. The man is saying that chocolate causes cancer. Eating chocolate causes cancer. So what happened to the study where y'all said that chocolate was good for us? What is it? Is it good or is it bad? Maybe they found out chocolate is so good for you, they are now trying to scare you and tell you it's bad. I'm going to have to assume that it's milk chocolate because sugar actually causes cancer, but they don't want you to know that. Dark chocolate, the darker the better, because the dark chocolate is the rawest form. The darker the better. That means it's not processed, and it has all the vitamins in there. There's healthy energy. There's heart healthy vitamins inside of dark chocolate. If you're getting milk chocolate, then sure, you're getting trash. There's trash mixed up in there. Straight up. Milk. Bleh. Milk and sugar. Bleh. All the things that actually kill you, but the man doesn't want you to know because they taste so good, of course. And then also they said baby food, beets, spinach, potatoes, and rice are loaded with cancer. So let me break this down for y'all. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, but I have studied this for my nutritional certificate. So what this is essentially in the soil, there are minerals, and there are lots of minerals that are good for us in the soil that we eat, that are picked up from these plants that are grown to make things like chocolate is a plant, rice is a plant, potatoes are a plant, spinach, plants, all come from the ground. Beets come from the ground. So some of these plants seep up more vitamins and minerals than others. So specifically, we're going to look into the mineral category here. And in the mineral category, there are hundreds of minerals, like 172 if I could be exact. And in those 172 minerals, I would say there's a good 10 or 15 of them that are poisonous, very dangerous. But we're talking in large amounts, okay? If you sat down and you ate a field of beets, well, I'm pretty sure you're probably going to get cancer. Because you're just not supposed to sit there and eat a whole field as a serving, okay? So these minerals, these toxic minerals that we have, these toxic minerals, unfortunately, they are toxic. But because we have other minerals with it, that keeps so because these toxic minerals are being absorbed into these foods. Obviously, if you eat cases and cases of this stuff in a sitting, then your chances of getting cancer are extremely high. But so is smoking cigarettes. So is just breathing the air. So is being exposed to plastic. Many things. If you drink Starbucks coffee, it is in the window. Prop 65 if you're in California. I don't know what number is in your town, or maybe y'all just don't give a shit. But there are minerals that come in the soil that get absorbed by the beans. The beans, a magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The beans, which are full of beans, also have poisonous minerals in there. Okay? Rice, arsenic, loaded in arsenic. Okay? But you're not sitting there eating a fucking pound of this shit, yo. You're gonna eat, a cup in your little dinner you have. That's not gonna give you cancer. I'm sorry. That article is super misleading, and I don't like that it's trying to scare people away from these delicious foods. Dark chocolate is bomb.com. Milk chocolate, yeah, phooey. And I could hear most of you through my headphones doing the opposite. Dark chocolate, that's nasty. Milk chocolate, yum, yum. Hey, God bless you, but I love me some dark chocolate. The bitter, the chocolate, the more that makes me happy. I'm just like, let me get a taste of this bitterness. Just like me. Ooh. yeah. We're up to Neverland. And that's what happens when I eat chocolate. Ooh. Hey, yeah. We're up to Neverland. Oh, damn it. And speaking of Neverland, I have tried, folks. I'm almost done with the series. I think I've got maybe 2 to 3 episodes left. And, unless somebody hooks me up with their Hulu password, because the homie, I guess, ditched his, so I'm no longer on his account. If somebody's got the hookup on Hulu, God bless you. But if you don't, I think it's safe to say I'm done with Bear on FX or Hulu. I tried. I wanted to love this show so fucking bad. I wanted to love this show so much. Because you know me, I love my Italian fam. I love food. I love Italians. I love cooking. I love chefs. I love all that shit, okay? And it was all this in one show, okay? But the problem is there's so many fucking cutscenes and shit, and you're getting like fucking vertigo while people are yelling, and there's timers ticking, and there's a lot of zooming into people's faces, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I can't. Fucking Bob Odenkirk's in the show. Fucking the Who's Who is in this fucking show. And I cannot get on board. It just doesn't grab me. I wanted it to take a hold and abduct me. I love fucking food. Look at me. I'm fucking fat. Oh, wait. This is a podcast. You're listening. I'm fat as hell, bitch. I am fat. I love food. I love Italian food. I love pasta. I love all kinds of food. I love Mexican food. I love tacos. I love everything. Food. Food's my friend. I wanted to love this food. I wanted to love this show. Italians cussing in the kitchen, cooking food. I'm in. I'm all in. But watching it, I couldn't get there, fam. I couldn't. I fucking tried. I wanted to like this. A bunch of my friends were like, Bear's fucking awesome. I love you. Bear's fucking awesome. I love that show. And I was like, yeah, it's awesome. And then I'd turn my head and I'm like, hello, darkness, my old friend. I'm just like, I can't get into this show. I'm even looking at a poster of a bear. And I love my poster of my bear. I just don't like the bear on FX. I'm sorry. I wanted to like it. I really did. Something is just not connecting me. It hasn't got a hold of me, damn it. God bless you, Bear. It looks like an amazing show. I'm sure it's an amazing show. But it's just like, American Psycho meets Sopranos meets Gone in 60 Seconds meets Breaking Bad. I wanted to like it. These are all the things I liked, but I couldn't. I'm sorry. I let y'all down. I tried. I've let the beloved Rambo for Radio Nation down. I wanted to love this show so dearly, but it didn't hook me. And I lasted almost 2 whole seasons. Had my Hulu account lasted, I probably would have finished the thing, but I probably would have had the same answer. And it's a no for me. And now it's time. I must end the show, but before I go, it's time for my UFC picks. So, in UFC news, breaking news. Ian Gary is out of the fight, which, congratulations, internet. You fucking bullied this kid out of the fucking fight. I mean, first, he wasn't going to show up to the press conference because he didn't want to answer questions because he was about to get bullied about being a cuck, and his wife and his nutritionist, who is his wife's ex-boyfriend, who is living with them, and just the whole fucking nine. King Cuck, as he was being called this week. Now he's out of the fight completely. He's saying he's ill. I'm going to have to say he's mentally ill for not sucking it up and just standing in front of the UFC fans and giving them the old middle finger by head-kicking Vicente Luque on Saturday. But now, I think this is it for Ian Gary. I think he's done. I don't know how you come back from this. This was your shot to make it into the top 10 or at least get a title, be in title contention as a contender. And by him not taking this fight, by him backing out of this fight, this does not look good for his UFC stats right here. Him backing out of this fight. I'm pretty sure this is probably going to send him back to the bottom of the pile, and it's not looking good for my man Ian Gary. I really thought this was going to be our next Conor McGregor. I thought for sure this kid had it. He's got the striking. He's like a taller version of Conor McGregor. Except I honestly thought the striking was even more complete than Conor, but just fucked it all up. Just fucked himself royally. His girlfriend or wife that's running his Instagram or doing his promotion or his PR or whatever the fuck's going on over there, she has destroyed this man's career. It only took fucking 6 fights for her to destroy this man's career. And I say fire her. Get a professional PR team and go back to the nice Ian Gary that we love, because the Ian Gary who was talking shit and trying to be a Billy Badass, it fucking backfired. And unfortunately, now the tides have turned. People don't like this bully Ian Gary, and they're coming after him. They're bullying him back, and now he has been officially bullied out of this fight. Apparently, he's saying he's too ill to fight. I'm going to have to say that his ego has been badly injured, so bad that he is backing out of this fight. And that's a shame because now Vicente Lique is possibly out of a potential money fight. I'm hearing rumors that they might pair him up with Kevin Holland, and if they do that, that is a fight that I'm on board with. Go on ahead and fucking do it. Get anybody versus Vicente Lique. Because my man's needs a fight. It's not fair that Ian Gary has bitched out of this fight. Let my man Vicente Lique fight and earn his money. Win or lose, let this man earn his money. Because if he doesn't fight, he doesn't get paid. So, thanks for nothing, Ian Gary. UFC hype train derailed. Holy smokes, man. I feel for the kid. I think he just tried to do too many things at once and tried to be, a mini Conor McGregor. Too soon, man. Too soon. I know that he'd won 6 fights in a row, which is fucking awesome. That means you're pretty fucking good. But they were unranked people. So, I'm going to need you to fight somebody in the top 10, and then we can talk about being the next McGregor or the next Ian Gary. But in the meantime, I really just think he should have stayed humble and kept the cameras out of the gym, just been a student of the game, watch and learn. And then as you get better, as you become undeniable, then you can, be all Conor McGregor-esque, if you will. Because if y'all remember, up until the Jose Aldo fight, up until that fight, and up until Conor won the belt, Conor was humble. He would say things, but it turned out to be true. He wasn't a dick about it. He was just honest, and he really believed in what he said. Now he's just like, oh, Dustin Poirier's wife, Jolie's wife. Now he's like assaulting people's character. Before that fight, he's like, Jose Aldo's this and that and doing all this stuff. And he really, he fucked with Jose, but it wasn't where he was just like, I don't recall him disrespecting his family. He just went after Jose. But then when he won the belt, then he was just like, oh, anybody's fair game. I'm the king. Everybody bowed down to me. Everybody sucks. This, that, whoopty fucking whoop. It just turned for the worst. And I hope to God, for the sake of his children and his family, that he is not a prick 24/7. I hope Conor McGregor is not like this all the time. I hope that's an act. I really do. And I hope that he's a nice, humble family guy. But Ian Gary just completely lost the boat and was just going after the jugular on people. And you can't do that this early in the game. I'm sorry. You really I honestly think you gotta win a belt before you can start, disrespecting people's family. His whole stunt about Neil Magny, beating his kids. Neil Magny actually got a visit from CPS. So Ian Gary really caused some trouble for Neil Magny with that, and I don't like that. You're getting people's family involved. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's really disrespectful. Just keep it classy. Stick to the fighter. If you want to disrespect somebody, disrespect the fighter. Don't be talking about people's family or bringing kids involved. Leave the wives and the kids out of it. That's fair. Just keep it fair. Settle it in the ring, but leave families out of it. So my UFC picks for this fucking massive card. Let me see if I have any other MMA news for you here. We have Leon Edwards and Colby Covington. They made weight. We're all set to go on that. Who else we have? Tony Ferguson made weight. Dear Lord, hopefully Paddy Pimblett made weight. I don't know. I'm not seeing him here. I'm very fucking nervous. Let's see. Paddy Pimblett made weight. Thank you, Jesus Christ. For the co-main event, Alexander Pantoja and Brandon Royval both made weight. Let's see. We're ready to go on that. Colby Covington, of course, doing his usual disrespecting Leon Edwards by talking about his dead dad. Ugh. Again, people, don't be sick. I'm not tuning in to hear shit talk. I just want to see you guys fight. That's why I don't really watch a whole lot of behind the scenes shit. That's why I kind of just stay out of all of the who said this, she said that. I don't like all of that. I just tell me the fight's happening. Tell me you signed the contract. Tell me you made weight. And then tell me, let's get it on. I don't want to fucking hear anything else, okay? I don't like all that drama. I'm a fan of the art, okay? The art of martial arts. I don't like all the shit sideshow. I don't like all the Real Housewives of the UFC. I don't like all that shit. After 16 years, Brittany Palmer has decided this will be her last UFC card. She is retiring. So you better fucking tune in for the hottest ring girl who's been with the company for 16 years. She is calling it a quits. Obviously, I'm sure OnlyFans is calling. She can probably make more money doing that. Just saying. God bless her. It's been a treat to see. It has been a treat to see Brittany Palmer hold up the round 2 card and look at those 2 round mounds. All right, let me give you my motherfucking UFC picks and let's get the hell out of here, Jack. Muslim Sakhalov. I've got Martin Boudet. Andre Touchy-File. I don't know how you fucking say this name, but we're just going to say it. Tajir Ulambekov. That wasn't that hard. Dustin Jacoby. Ariane Lipitsky. I'm taking Brian Kelleher. This is a dog fight. Brian Kelleher versus Cody Garbrandt. Cody should win, but I'm sticking with Brian Kelleher. Fuck that. Let's see. I've got Carl Rosa. We've got Bryce Mitchell versus Josh Emmett. Josh Emmett should win, but I'm a Bryce Mitchell fan, so I'm just taking Bryce Mitchell. Vicente Lique, whoever he fights. Paddy Pimblett versus Tony Ferguson. This fight is a fucking toss-up, but the good news is I think it's Tony Ferguson's time to win and ride off to the sunset, but I'm taking Paddy Pimblett, because fuck it. Oh, you fucking Scousers! Oh, you Scousers! I'm ready with Paddy Pimblett! Sweet Caroline! Ba, ba, ba. Oh, man. Next, I've got Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Wonder Boy Thompson. I'm taking Shavkat Rakhmonov. Alexander Pantoja versus Brandon Royval. I'm taking Pantoja. And finally, for the main eventos, I'm taking Leon Rocky Edwards versus Colby Covington. I don't care if Colby Covington's got the gas tank. This bitch hasn't fought in 2 years. Even if he's got the recipe to beat Leon, God bless you, I'm riding with Leon. I've been riding with Leon since Leon started. I've been betting on him to win. So I have seen the rise and fall and the rise again of Leon Edwards. And I'm telling you, this is it for him. He is going to win this fight and ride off into the sunset, because even Leon has said the belt belongs to no one. So I am a fan of Leon Rocky Edwards, because why not? You hear the Rocky music playing. When he fucking knocked out Kamaru Usman twice. And mind you, he lost to him the first time, okay? The last 2 fights, he knocked him out the same fucking way. My guy is a street G. He is certified. Ghetto protected. GP, ghetto protected. My man Leon Rocky Edwards. From Kingston to England. He gonna booyah, booyah, booyah on Colby Covington. So that is it for my motherfucking UFC picks. Bet with me, bet against me. Who cares? Let's watch them fucking fights. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. I, of course, will be here next week to give you an amazing podcast, because I'm pretty sure most of the shows that you will be listening to will be off. So you will be stuck with me for the holidays. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. And speaking of Christmas, you still got time, folks. www.ramboperradio.com. Buy some merch. It supports your homie, Ramboper, a.k.a. Genty, me, yours truly. It supports me, and you, in the exchange of supporting me, you get some super, super fly gear with my ugly face on it. And who wouldn't want to walk around town with a shirt that says, "Who's Jen?" Because then people are going to ask the question like, "Oh shit, who's Jen?" And then you're going to go on Google, you can dig around, and you're going to find Rambo Bra Radio. That's right. You're going to find me, yours truly, Jen T, aka Rambo Bra. And shout out to every single one of you who this year, went above and beyond and supported RamboParadio.com, bought merch, bought it as gifts, gave it away, kept it for yourself. I've even bought stuff because I love the designs so much. I'm buying stuff. And that reminds me, I need to go in this podcast and go buy some In-N-Out and then go buy some more of my t-shirts because I love them. Hello, it's me. Thank you so much to every single one of you who has supported the show by listening, just listening, subscribing and not listening, subscribing and listening, sharing, liking, subscribing, buying. God bless every single one of you. I will talk to y'all next week, but until then, this is Rambo Radio. I'm out. Peace.